excited. This is awesome.
Do you guys see who I am here with right now?
Hi, everybody.
Yay! I am so inspired to be here today with the one and only Charles in Charge.
Yay! Thank you for having me, Veronica. This is so cool, and I love how it happened. It's just so organically, so spontaneous.
Yeah, we're here at YouTube Studios, and randomly I saw a post in Instagram, and I'm like, wait a minute, Charles is in Santa Monica. Like, come on over. And he's like, sure. Just all flowed, like perfect timing.
Yeah.
So,
and we've been wanting to meet, so it was like the perfect timing.
Yes.
Everything just happened. So
Yeah, so I am super inspired to have Charles here because your story inspires me so deeply and so much.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who don't know Charles's story, how would you summarize your story in like a couple sentences?
Well, okay, so I got into the whole transformation space just through my own health journey.
Yeah.
So at one point in my life, at 15, I weighed 100 pounds heavier. I was pre-diabetic, and I sought out ways to heal myself. So through remedies of like holistic living, natural whole foods, and then like mental transformation. And that's how kind of I connected to your work, because I love the diamond process, and I love everything about the mind-body connection. Because a lot of people just stop at the food, which I am a big proponent of. Food is a great gateway, but that's not the end-all be-all. It doesn't end there.
Awesome.
And I love your work.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I feel like the food, the vibration, you know, coming into that physical connection with your food and then eating higher vibration food, it automatically starts to maybe bring up sometimes emotions. Did you notice on your journey like emotional stuff came up?
Oh, totally. I think cravings is actually a really good indicator of blockages. So anytime like say like you go on a cleanse or something, like you start craving certain things, I think we have such an instinctual way of like grabbing onto things when we feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've done that. Have you done that? Like
I think all of us.
We've all done that.
Whether it's through food, through relationships, through drugs, alcohol, everyone has their own little vice, right?
Yes.
And I think mine was food. I numbed myself through food, but once I stopped doing that, it allowed all the clutter and all the stuff that we needed to deal with.
Yes.
And it allowed me to be very conscious of, okay, like I need to see things as they are, accept it, move through it instead of around it.
Beautiful. So how did you move through it? Like for someone out there who's watching this and going, you know what, I want to transform my life, I want to eat differently, I want to feel better, but they go up against those emotions, which is typically what the barriers are. So how did you have the courage to move through?
I think it was just, I honestly hit my rock bottom. It was like, there's no other way. If I kept going the route I was going, I was hit with like a huge wake-up call, which is, you're pre-diabetic, your family has a history of diabetes. You can either keep going down the wrong path, or you can change your life now. And it was like a wake-up call. Okay, really look at my life and reflect on everything that I was doing, and like radical honesty. I think honesty and just being surrendering. I was at a point where I was like, I don't know what to do. I need to fix this, and I'm willing to give up my own barriers and get out of my own way.
Yeah, beautiful. I love when you say radical honesty, because I think we were just talking about this in a previous video. It's like, it's so common for us to try to hide whatever it is that's uncomfortable or the parts of ourselves that we don't like. But when we actually open up and are willing to just reveal ourselves, like stand there naked and vulnerable and have, you know, the flaws, the amazing, marvelous, messy flaws that we all have, and actually own them, you know, like beauty marks instead of them being a burden or something, but actually like, hey, this is who I am. It changes everything.
So true.
Yeah.
I truly believe the healing process begins when you're like super vulnerable. If you're not vulnerable, there's no way to healing, because you're not being authentic and truthful with yourself. And sometimes it's like looking at those flaws and it's like, how was I a part of this?
Yeah.
Because you're co-creating constantly with the universe.
Yes.
So it doesn't just happen, it's not one person, it's not pointing the finger. It's like, how was I a part of this process? Whether it's a relationship, how did I allow this to happen? And all of those those conversations.
Yeah, it's taking full responsibility, right, for everything that we create. And I have to tell you, when you say vulnerability, one of the things I love about Charles, and it's something that I've always felt really connected to in your videos, that you stand out in this way, you're super powerhouse, and yet you're also at the same time, you're simultaneously, there's a vulnerability, like an openness, a receptivity, and it's a powerful thing to see in a man. It's like a very powerful thing to witness, where you're super comfortable in your own skin, yet you're just all that you are. You're you.
Thank
and that
you.
includes vulnerability. How can someone be more them? I'm kind of like, as much wisdom as we can gather from this amazing soul. Let's bring
I think one thing that I am always aware of is knowing that I know nothing. And like I think at an early age I always wanted to remain this way. I always looked at like the leaders I really looked up to and I was attracted to were those people who are open to the possibility of another way, and knowing that they are not in control of everything, that there's some higher power or whatever, and like sometimes it's good to surrender to that. And like I don't know anything. I don't know how my life is going to unfold. I have my personal goals, and I think I speak a lot about this on my channel. It's just like we all have our own personal goals, but it's almost like we have to be used by the universe to be a vessel, to be used for a greater picture. Sometimes like you want this thing to happen so much, but it's like if this door is open and maybe this is the opportunity you're supposed to go, you need to be receptive and to open yourself up to those opportunities. So I've been just like flowing. I'm like, okay, where am I going? I'm creating this. Oh, this is working. People are responding to this and I'm creating value. Okay, keep going this way.
Beautiful. Yeah, and that's what's led us to this moment right here, right now. Because we couldn't have planned this. It just kind of boom, 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 open to what's happening in the moment, what feels best, what feels right. So I just want to thank you with all my heart for being here. This is so fun to collaborate. If you have any specific questions for Charles, like feel free to write them in the description, or any other collab videos you'd like us to create for you. I just wanted to just make sure that your story gets shared, especially with my soul family, because I know they're going to find you so inspiring.
Thank you for the opportunity, and you guys like this video. If you like it, if you have questions below for Veronica or myself, leave it below. Subscribe. And thank you for taking the time to watch us.
Be all that you are, because you are a superstar, and may you have the most amazing day. With all of the love in my heart.
All of the love in my heart.
We love you.
Bye.
Woohoo!
That was awesome.
Yes! I got you.